So it turned out to be a good thing that I needed to go back to my ship to get Liara back, because I didn't know this conversation was here until this playthrough. Turns out if you go talk to Matsuo, you get a conversation about Analeus from her, and it actually, yeah, and there's the Sama honorific. But she actually says some illuminating stuff about the mindset that Novaria's people have as far as all of this goes. It's like you try pointing out that Analeus is a criminal, and Matsuo is just like, we don't concern ourselves with galactic law. We don't think of it that way. It's just, he rocked the boat, and you don't rock the fucking boat.
Don't rock the boat, baby.
Don't tip the boat over.
I like how she turns around to walk away, but then snaps back to her position. What?
Yeah, and that conversation's so out of the way because you have to take an elevator to get to her, and at that point, I have the pass. Why would I? I'm done.
It might actually happen if you talk to her after you fight the Geth at the garage, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this is the bro I mentioned. I can't pronounce his name.
Lilahirix?
Yeah, something like that. I like his sense of color. Wow, this is almost as garish as the blueberry banana girl.
You called the Commander Shepard Garrus Popson?
Okay, you know what? Never mind the Rack 9, never mind the fucking Hot Labs, and never mind the shady experiments or whatever. Okay, Novarian fashion sense is the most horrible atrocity committed by these people.
We're not bound by your Citadel laws. We'll dress how we want.
Okay, just because you can do something doesn't mean it's a good idea. Just saying.
You were so preoccupied with whether or not you could, you never stopped to think about whether or not you should.
Oh, man. I like this facial expression right here. This is the Turian version of smiling. Just the mandibles moving aside so you can see the teeth better. That's how a Turian smiles. It's kind of creepy, but it's also...
I assure you this is sincere.
It's kind of creepy, but it also is sincere looking in a weird, inhuman way. I just sort of appreciate that they thought of it like that.
I just like that after you pointed out that was a smile, Commander Shepard's just like, I have to go.
Okay, lady, no offense, but your nose looks weird.
What's wrong with your face?
Wow, you look like you're a horrible face made in the Mass Effect creator.
Although, a thought. What are the names of those elephant-like things that don't really have emotions, but so they state their kind of mood before saying something?
Elcor.
The Elcor?
Elcor? Notice how there are none here.
Yeah, that's actually...
Have you been embezzling funds? Unconvincingly, no.
Yeah, that's probably why there are none here. Oh, man. Oh, God, the Geth Destroyers.
Man, this just not believing any sort of battle tactics. Just fucking run in and hope for the best.
Yeah, that's how the Geth Destroyers work. They actually roar when they charge. Why the Geth program their destroyers to roar, I don't know, but they roar.
It's supposed to scare people.
Intimidation purposes.
Well, from a gameplay design standpoint, it's so the player knows that something is charging at them. Fuck. It jumped away before I could lift it. You really want to get these stupid jumpy Geth things with your lift spells and stuff, but sometimes they just jump away right after you unpause. Of course, the quickest way to get these things to die is to just not do anything and let your AI teammates shoot them down.
Yeah, but what fun is that?
No fun at all. Much like actually fighting them. Wow, you're on the ball today, Matsuo.
What did you do here, Commander?
Do you not see the Geth parts and pieces scattered around?
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
How would I know?
That is sorry, bitch.
I don't believe it.
So basically, in order to leave a trap for Shepard, Matriarch Benezia smuggled a bunch of powered down geth packed in a bunch of crates. And Novarian security sucks, apparently.
Dozens at least. Their machines are tightly.
Well, I was rude.
I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose geth,
Just casually talk about these sentient machines and how tightly they can be packed in a goddamn box.
Like sardines.
Yeah, it turns out you can't talk to Matsuo about that about Annaleus here. She just sort of disappears after you talk to her here.
How did the Mako get here?
I have no idea. The Mako just always ends up where it needs to be for you to use it.
It's your Batmobile.
I don't know. I guess
Honest to God, thought you were going to run into that wall. That's a bit of input lag on that door opener.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Shepard has a valet. I don't know.
I always feel that way every time I come up to my grocery store because they have those opening sliding doors, and I swear the input doesn't read until you're like 1 inch away from the door.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people who do the Jedi
Every
open door
time.
thing?
Every time.
Jedi mind door, Jedi door open, or I'm Magneto.
Yeah.
I'd actually verbally
Either
mutter
or.
to myself when I was a kid whenever I approached an automatic door, I'd go like, open sesame.
It's magic.
Oh, man.
No, you're using the Force.
The Force is magic.
Anyway, this is the blandest driving section in the entire game because it is literally just a sort of zigzaggy hallway of snowy cliffside. It's like driving down a really long version of that one snowy mountain corridor in Devil May Cry 4, except there's actual fighting to do here. And by fighting, I mean shooting at turrets, because most of the enemies here are just turrets. Why there are turrets mounted along this road shooting at us, and nobody at the facility we just left notices this, I don't know.
You know, I'm pretty sure you didn't even need to jump over that missile. It would have like fallen right in between the gap in the tires.
Just run over them.
I would, but you see those shields there? They actually do stop my vehicle in a really bad way. So yeah. And also they don't go down all that fast if you run into them either. You have to actively
Yeah, but that's
shoot.
it's so much more satisfying.
That's one way to put it.
Ugh. So many rocket launchers in this goddamn tunnel.
Just keep driving.
Look at that. Just a random fucking treasure chest in the middle of the road. Who put this here?
If you run into it, your Mako gets a power up. Okay, hopefully you get the triple red shells. That's awesome.
Thundercloud. Fuck me.
Nobody likes this one.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh, cutscene.
Yep.
Something important's about to happen.
No. You see, the thing is, since they didn't know which mission you do first, they put an introduction cutscene for the Geth Colossus on every planet.
Jesus.
So you'd
They
always
can't just
have an intro
register
scene.
if they can't just register if you've already watched it before.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, it's good for making Let's Play thumbnails, at least.
Is it possible that this could be the first time you encountered one?
Yeah.
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 Like, you can meet Liara's mother before you meet Liara, and then that opens up a whole bunch of different conversations.
Oh, yeah, that's awkward. I'm sorry I killed your mom. I mean, she was being mind controlled, I think. Sorry.
Just to reiterate, how quickly can you beat Mass Effect without doing any of the side shit?
Again, if I'm just not doing side quests, if I'm hammering through the text with the X button and just skipping the dialogue, I could probably beat this in 4 to 5, maybe 6 hours.
I'm curious how a GDQ run of that would be for like top tier speedrunners.
I'm
and
sure
stuff.
GDQ would have a blast with this. I would love to see Mass Effect sped through, honestly.
It's just a little bit long for those kind of things. Like, they don't tend to do anything longer than, like, 2 hours for that.
Well, no, they do. They have the occasional 3 to 4 hour game.
Yeah, but they don't, like, a lot of RPGs, like, the low end for speedruns is, like, 6. So,
They usually break those up into 2 segments.
And keep in mind, when I say I can do it in, like, 4 to 5, I'm not a speedrunner. Who knows what they could do?
Absolutely.
yeah, but then I'm kind of wondering, like, if you're speedrunning, do your choices in Mass Effect 1 or 1, like, do you use your Mass Effect 1 save file for Mass Effect 2 or 3? Like, I mean, in terms of a speedrun, probably not, but because you don't really care about, like, continuity or whatever, but...
Well, I'm sure there are different categories like there are for everything else, so...
Yeah, that's true.
The non-save import save file just sort of picks out a default set of choices, really.
Like, remember how in the last 2 videos we were going through the corporate buildings, we were talking to all these different people, the internal affairs agent, and I said that, like, you can only... The quickest way to get through that area is just like, tip off Ananias to the jellyfish, and he'll just give you a pass, like, right then and there. Like, it speeds up that section, like, instantly, and just lets you go right through, so...
At the expense of not learning anything from anybody else.
Yeah, it's an I
Yeah.
win button, yeah, essentially. I mean, it's cool that they give that option. It's cool that they thought of it as an option, really.
Like, when it comes to, like, the theorem, you don't actually have to talk to any of the researchers the first time you see them. You could pass right by them, and they'll actually comment on that, like, oh, it drove right past us. Like, you'll hear it on the headset that, oh, it drove right past us. You have to talk to them the second time, because John has to be either negotiated with or shot for the rest of the story to happen, but... Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can move right past. You don't have to help the villagers with their water problem or their Varen problem or whatever. You can just run right through them. Just go to where you need to go. So these missions are shorter when you're skipping everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you're being an asshole.
Whatevs.
What an asshole thing to say.
Not my problem.
Plus 12 renegade points.
Yeah, take that mountain.
Nah, it's a turret.
Oh, I thought you were shooting the mountain.
I don't have to go around the
Well,
mountain
if I
I
was
can shoot
shooting
my
the
way
mountain,
through it.
then did that mean the mountain was shooting missiles at me?
Yeah, man, I started you shooting at it.
I've heard of less likely things, honestly.
Well, Shepard, we could try to climb over the mountain, or we could go through the mines of Moria.
Let the ring bearer decide. Okay, we're here. Oh, fuck, another turret. There had to be one more fucking turret.
If only we had heavy artillery to take these down faster.
You're fired.
Shut up. Alright.
Fire Army won't replace Sky, Dad.